Hi everyone, and thanks for joining our live Friday afternoon training webinars. Today we're going to go through trade agreements with your contractors. So you can see one of those on screen here, and we're going to show you how you can make use of this, where to get it from, how to amend it, and how to make it available to your contractors. So just for reference, this is what it looks like. And obviously a trade agreement is just an agreement between you and the contractor to ensure they fulfill their obligations as a contractor. Now, I'll just close this down for now. And I'm logged into the iGyro portal here. So to start with, I'll show you where to find this file. So we go to Global Docs. Global Docs is available in the iGyro portal, the web interface, but also the Gyro desktop as well, in much the same location. So we'll go to the construction folder here and under subcontractors. So there's a list of files here, but what we're looking for is the TAC agreement, so the trade agreement contractor. And we've got two files here. So one's a large uncompressed file, which is about 30 megs, which no one wants to download. So we've got an optimized version here, which is a smaller compressed version. It's under a megabyte there. So we'll take a look at this one. Alrighty, I'm just going to open up this in a different piece of software, and I'll show you why in just a moment. I open this one up in PDF Exchange editor. All right, so the first thing you need to do, this is an unedited file, and you need to go through this and put your business details into this file before it can be used by your subcontractors. So the agreement date will be filled out later by your contractor. You put your business name in here, or your company name, I should say. And then you've got your trading name here. So in this case, we're Integrity New Homes, we'll say Coffs Coast. And the contract will be filled out by your contractor at a later date once they receive the file. So these are smart fields. So Shane in our office has spent a long time perfecting all these fields here. So it quickly goes through, and I've typed Coffs Coast into this field once, and it's gone through the document, and everywhere that field is required, it's already populated for us. Alrighty, so that's probably the first part that we need to get right, to make sure you've got your business name and business details correct. But if we scroll through, some details here as well. So accounts payable, you need to put your right phone numbers in here. So we've got a phone number for the accounts department and construction department. All right, so you do need to read through this and make sure you understand what's in this agreement, but also make sure you've got your details in. So I think there's another lot on about page 20 that we need to make sure we've completed as well. So you need to fill out your details here. Probably not many people are using faxes, but if you do have one, you could put that in there, and your address as well. Now, towards the back of this form here, we've got a subcontractor payment date list here. So because it's a PDF, this is generally pretty locked down. So this is the reason why I've opened it up in PDF Exchange here, because it's got some good editing tools. So I'm just going to click on that now. So we have gone through some editing tools in the past on how to use these types of features. But if I just edit the text and just make that a little bit larger. All right, we should be able to adjust the dates if needed. So you might have a totally different schedule here, so you just need to go through and amend the dates to suit. So it does jump around a little bit, which is why I'm trying to make this just slightly larger, just to accommodate that. All right, so you go through and amend all of those to match your own payment schedules. All right, we can finish editing. So once you've made sure that all of your correct details are in there, we can save this, and that will be your master document that you can use to provide to your subcontractors. So I'll go File, Save As. I'll save it. Save it into here. Alrighty, so that first part's done. We've got a subcontractor agreement with all of our details in it. Now, what we can do here now is provide that on our website. So we go to the Coffs Coast website and we'll log into that and go to the admin panel. There's a section here called public files. This is where you can upload files that people can easily get access to, like this trade contractor agreement. So we've got this public files button. We'll click on that and we can browse for the file. You can also drag and drop into there as well. So this is the file we just created. I'll open that and upload. All right, so let's put the file here. So this is accessible now on your website. Now, so you can direct people to this address. So public files. You'll notice there's a delete button here. That's because you're already logged into your website. But if I log off, go back to that one, this is what your contractors would see. There's no delete button, which is desirable. All right, so they can download directly from here. I'd just like to also show you on a purchase order. So this is a recently generated purchase order. And we've got these conditions at the bottom, and quite prominently, we've got this section here saying that essentially, as a contractor, you won't get paid unless you provide this agreement in a signed capacity. So we've got a link here directly to this public file section. So if for some reason you have a supplier or a contractor that's received a purchase order from you, and they haven't filled out one of these trade contractor agreements, they'll be able to provide it, or be able to download a copy directly from this link here. Click on that, they'll be taken to this page where they can download it. All right, so if you're a contractor now, you'd be directed to this page. You can download the file. And you can go through and start filling out all of these details. There's a little initial here just to indicate that they've read each of these pages. And that's also a smart field that has populated that signature or that initial on each of the bottom page here. All right, so your contractor will have to read through all of this, obviously, and then fill out any of the necessary details. Obviously, there's lots of details here for insurance numbers and the like. When we get to the very end, I've got the spot for their name. And this signature. So I guess they probably could go through and print it if they wanted to and sign it manually, but there's also just an option here to digitally sign it. So if you click on that, hopefully you've already got a digital signature installed. If not, it will prompt you to fill out some details and you can sign that one. Alrighty, once that's signed, it should go through and lock all these fields. They can't be edited. And the contractor has some options here to either print the form or submit via email. So we click on that one. There's just a warning saying it's about to use some JavaScript to send this email, so I've allowed that. Just going to try that again. All right, that should be popping up an email to be sent. I'll just try that in another piece of software. That's what we should get there. All right, so from your subcontractor's point of view, hopefully they've just clicked on that button, submit by email. It's popped this email up and they can send it straight off to you.
Tim, that public file section in the website, if there's multiple resources in there, is a subcontractor going to see everything that's in there?
Yeah, it's a public folder structure there. So whatever you put in there will be available to whoever logs into this address here. So yeah, just be mindful that anyone can stumble across this, and anything you've listed in here will be available for download.
Sure. So I thought there was 2 in here when you uploaded this, but we can only view 1. Was there 2 or
not? There may have been. Let me have a quick look. I'll log back in again. Yeah, there's 2 files here. I think that might have been a slight glitch there. In that, if we go back to the admin panel, we've got 2 sections here. We've got public files, but also files and assets. So this, I think for some reason is actually crossing the 2 up, and only one of those should have been a public accessible file. So it's something I'll look at to make sure that it gets tidied up. But you should be using this public file section here. So it seems to be drawing this one in from the other assets section.
Okay. But then when you log in, just using the URL, you're only seeing the 1.
That's right, yeah. So that's what you should be seeing publicly.
Sure. Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
All right, so then the other thing I need to show you here, it's probably not overly important. If we just go to the main INH site, and we scroll to the bottom, there's this Trade Contractors link here. And this is just a throwback. We used to have a lot of purchase orders and other documentation that referred to this particular URL, which is inh.com.au/trade contractor. So with all those documents floating around there, we didn't want to have that as a broken link. So we've created this page, and essentially it's just a quick link to all of your public files here. So if they're after the public files for Ballarat, they'll just click straight on that and take them directly into their section here. All right, do we have any questions on what we've gone through at the moment? Looks like we're okay there. All right, so yeah, if there's any questions along the way, please let me know. Pop me an email or reach out on Workplace, and I will make this recording available via Workplace so you can go back through it if you need to for your own business. Until next time, we'll see you then. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Tim.
Just a quick update on editing the payment schedule here. Chris Nell has indicated that he's done this before and he's used Excel and just paste that directly into this document, which I think is a very clever way to do it. So he's provided this Excel sheet, which I'll make available, and you've got dates you can very easily modify here. So if we just zoom out a bit and highlight those, Control C to copy. And back in our PDF Exchange editor, we can click on Edit. I'll just delete that entire table out of the way. And right click, paste. And instantly we've got that new payment schedule. Thanks, Chris. That was a great idea.